For watching, this is Rooster Shop, and work on your own vehicle. Quit setting stuff on it. Get it off, pull the tarp, dust it, blow it off the air hose, maybe the leaf blower, whatever you want to do. Maybe roll it out the garage and wash her, clean her up, get all the cobwebs and the moss out of it, and get to working on the thing. Welcome to Rooster Shop. This is Rooster Shop, and in today's video, you're gonna see me get the pieces of metal cut out, the frame prepped, and at the very end of the video, we're actually gonna get them welded in and grind it all down. It's gonna be a good one. Stick around till the end. All right, so we got this template cut out at a big box, luckily, where we're gonna box the frame in. I got that all cut out. We're gonna see, I think with the curvature of that frame down here at the front, the piece of steel that I have is not wide enough to get this all in one piece. So I'm probably gonna have to, I'll probably kind of split it about right where that piece of tape is, get that as one piece, and then that, and I don't think that should be an issue. And that should just be a mirror image. I'm gonna take it off there, match it up to this side, and make sure that'd be the best. I mean, it's a frame, it should be pretty symmetrical. Be a mirror image, get 2 of those cut out, and then we'll be ready to start tacking those in and welding them up. I did go ahead and take these soft lines off because they went in the hole, sorry, that one right there. So they would have been boxed in by that. I'm hoping that once this is all welded in, I don't think it should be an issue. Go ahead and drill a hole on this side so I can access that and either put like a rubber gasket around that and have my soft line run through that to this side, just have it be a hair longer, or I don't know, maybe I'll just, yeah, that'd probably be my best bet. I don't know. That's a later problem, but I'm just trying to think ahead, save myself a little problem. Yeah, hopefully that works. I don't know. But I got those popped off. I'm gonna pop this off, make sure it's mirror image like I said. We'll get to cutting and we'll do a time lapse of that for you guys. I just got my first one cut out. Let's see how bad I messed it up, or whatever. I haven't cleaned it up at all yet. It's still all pretty sharp edges, so let's see. It's going to go like that. Definitely need to trim some off of that. But it's kind of got a little bend there, so it's hard to tell, honestly. And this goes like this, I believe. It's hard to do this. That will just kind of fold up. That front right there will go in, but the back does need a little bit trimmed off of it, but I might leave that for when he comes. We can kind of maybe finish it up and clean it a little bit, or I can slowly take some off with the grinder and not really cut it, just grind it down to where I think I need it. But yeah, it's not too bad. the other ones cut out, then we can start cleaning up the edges with the grinding wheel and maybe get them to fit a little bit better. Oh, getting old, getting old. All right, so here I have 4 pieces. Like this one, you can see my line there. I just didn't want to mess with cutting that off. It would have been more of a pain. And that's about as a little bit wider than the cutting wheel, but I'm just going to grind that down. Obviously each one of these bigger ones has that where it starts towards the firewalls, and then I'm going to go along and just kind of round over these edges a little bit, get rid of all the fine crap, clean them up. Then I'm probably going to hit the whole surface with them, a grinder wheel or wire wheel, death wheel, whatever you want to call it, just so they're clean for him when he goes to weld. He doesn't have to worry about any crap on them. Get some better welds, and then I'll show you what they look like after. So I'm pretty happy with these, and really they're fitting in. They fit in pretty well. But I mean that's how they go ideally. Like I think I've mentioned, they would have been one piece, but I just didn't have the right metal for it, and I had already bought that because I thought it would work. I didn't realize there was that much of a curve to make it not be able to fit inside of a 6-inch wide piece. So I didn't really want to go spend more money and buy another piece. Maybe I'll use that down the road, but just for the sake of right now, spending more money, I didn't. But I'm really happy with this, honestly. I'm not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty proud of myself for doing this. Good Lord, my mustache has just so much dirt in it. It's not even that thick right now. It's just looks like it. On the edges, when I was first had them in the vise, cleaning up and kind of rounding over the edges, because from what I understand, could be wrong, you kind of want your edges rounded a little bit when you're welding things together, like 2 pieces of metal. That way you have kind of a valley for everything to seep into. So I just used, this one's a Bosch, but whatever brand, metal grinding wheel to kind of take off any of those burrs that were on the edges and kind of round over the edges on the side, hit them. And then I just came back and laid them all flat, what you guys saw me doing on the sawhorses, and just pulling that edge back, that clean metal back a little bit more, but I didn't want anything too abrasive, so I just used this. It's like a sandpaper wheel. This one's 80 grit. It's just the Gator, or it's 60 grit, sorry, flap disc to kind of pull those edges back a little bit more. So yeah, I think that's really all I have to do today. I might go ahead, if I have time, go get some Pour 15, and where these are going to get welded into, where it's going to get boxed in, go ahead and I cleaned it all up today with the wire wheel, and just go ahead and put Pour 15 in there. Probably would be a good idea, I think. That way, whatever rust is in there, you know, a little bit. I cleaned it all out, but just seal it up because I'm going to do the pour 15 on the whole thing once we get everything welded in and all the mounts welded in place. I'll pull the engine transmission out the last time, do that cross member and all underneath the cab, clean it all up and cover it all with that pour 15. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna go grab some at the hardware store real quick, then I'll be back. We'll do another time lapse, just time lapse all video. It's all it is, just gonna get some good music and some chilling video of me doing that frame. Here we go. Okay, well, for some reason, I guess I didn't hit the time lapse button or it stopped. I don't know. My phone's on low battery, so very well could have just stopped recording. But we got the insides all painted right there, both sides. I'm not worried about the outside tops or bottoms or anything like that because we're gonna probably end up grinding some of this off just to clean it up for the welds. But I just wanted to get mainly in there in the corners of grooves and that back flat side in there covered. So once we get this boxed in, like I said, I'm gonna come through, clean up, go underneath the cab, clean all up under there, get that transmission cross member and everything. Hopefully we will make it where it's just a bolt in so we can pull the trans if we need to without pulling the engine. Ideally the way you would want to do it. There's been some grinding in here, if you can't tell. We have a mess on our hands, but we got some work done. He stopped by this morning and we got these all welded up. There's a few spots that need some, you know, love and care just on my part of these because I've never done before. I need to grind this down a little bit so we can get, you know, kind of that valley in there, just right below the lip of this, so he has something to lay that bead in, and he'll get that welded up next time. And then back here where there's no weld right there, I got to kind of take that up, same thing. Over here, I'm gonna take this up a little bit, grind it, he'll lay that in. But this, I ground down a little bit, gave it some love, and that's what she's almost gonna look like. Probably do a little bit more to it, but it'll look pretty good. I'm excited. That's a big step right there. So we got it all pretty much done. He's going to come back and, you know, a few of these low spots, not really a necessity, but just to make it look better, lay a little bit more weld on top of those. Divot right there, kind of a little hole right there. You know, just a couple little things. And then back here, there's two big ones right there and a decent one right there. So he'll come back, lay some weld on those, and then I'll do them again, and they'll be looking perfect like that. I mean, those look pretty good. Not too bad. That is probably going to be it for today. Got quite a bit done. You know, not anywhere close with all that, but hopefully next time he'll come back, hit those couple spots with some weld. I'll smooth it down real quick, and then we can start mocking up the engine mounts, got the motor ready and everything, so we're ready for that. And hopefully we can get all that done next time. That'd be best. He has kids, so it's kind of, he has to go do things with them or take them somewhere or pick them up from school. And he's also on the fire department, so and he's busy with a lot of other projects for people and for himself, because obviously he does this on his own vehicles. So thank you for watching. We're going to keep moving and making progress.